Hi guys, I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Just give me a yes in the comment box if you can hear me as well as see me. Good evening everyone. Good evening Divya, good evening Soham, good evening Shivi. Good evening Divyanshu. Yeah, a bit delayed, just 3 to 4 minutes. Apologies for that. Just like our every other session, I'll be checking out your comments in the phone and we'll be doing the presentation here, which is the screen that you can see. Soham has said yes. Thank you, Soham, that you can hear me as well as see me is what I'm hoping was the answer for. Good evening, Sahil. We'll just wait for a couple of more minutes so that more people can join in, whoever were waiting for this to start, and then we'll begin. Good evening, Akshita. Good evening, Anisha. Good evening, Sahil, Ruthvi. Hello again, Divyanshu. Good evening, Amit. पीयूष हैज सेड सर गैप ईयर भी है, एकेडमिक्स भी अच्छे ही हैं. एकेडमिक्स अच्छे हैं तो बहुत ही बढ़िया. गैप ईयर भी है तो विल ट्राई टू कवर दैट एज वेल इन द subsequent slides that I have prepared for you. Just a couple of more minutes so that we can begin. I was hoping for more participation because this might be very useful for you. Like the home slide says, today we're going to cover can you get into IIMs with no work experience, which is a question that often comes across a lot of aspirants' mind and often scares us as well, that is it even possible to get into a top B school if you have absolutely no work experience. दिव्यांशु ने पूछा है क्वांट कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूँ. दिव्यांशु, अगर आप वेबिनार का टाइटल देखोगे तो उसमें क्वांट कहीं पे भी नहीं लिखा हुआ है, बट हैविंग सेड दैट, क्वांट आप आई क्वांटा कोर्स से स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी 2 लाइव क्लासेस हो चुकी हैं एंड एक बेसिक रेशियो एंड प्रोपोर्शन पे भी क्लास हुई थी. द लॉट ऑफ असाइनमेंट्स, इफ़ यू आर नॉट एनरोल्ड, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ असाइनमेंट्स एज वेल एज प्रैक्टिस सेशन दैट यू माइट बी मिसिंग आउट ऑन. तो वहाँ से स्टार्ट करो. ऑल राइट, वी शैल बिगिन. सो ओके, if any of you still do not know me, my name is Kaushal and we have been running this webinar series for your help on CAT preparation strategy as well as journey. Today's session is going to be about can you get into IIMs with no work experience. Yesterday's session was about can you get into IIMs with how exactly to manage your CAT preparation with work experience. So we thought that we'll cover can you get into IIMs with no work experience as well. Is work experience necessary for seeking admission in IIMs? A very, very crucial question, a question that plagues a lot of CAT aspirants. जल्दी जल्दी मेरे को कमेंट सेक्शन में बता दो, इज दिस समथिंग दैट यू वरी अबाउट एज वेल. जस्ट अ सिंपल yes or no will suffice. Is work experience necessary for seeking admissions in IIMs? Does this question worry you? Pranav has said yes. No, Divyanshu is not at all concerned about this question. Sara has said yes. A lot of yeses, just one no. Exactly. Most of you are concerned about this question, that is work experience necessary for seeking admissions in IIMs, and the clear-cut answer from what my experience has been being a part of IIM Calcutta as well as seeing a lot of my batchmates go to different IIMs is a clear-cut नहीं. नहीं है. नेसेसरी बिल्कुल नहीं है, मैंडेटरी बिल्कुल नहीं होता है. इट माइट बी पॉसिबल दैट आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया लॉट ऑफ MBA स्कूल्स आस्क फॉर कि थोड़ा रेलिवेंट वर्क एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए 3 से 4 साल का, या फिर एटलीस्ट कोई स्टार्टअप वगैरह आपने खुद चालू किया है या समथिंग लाइक दैट. बट इन इंडिया द जनरल ट्रेंड ऑफ बोथ स्टूडेंट्स एंड पेरेंट्स इज कि जब तक पढ़ाई पूरी नहीं हो जाए तब तक काम चालू नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड फॉर दोज रीजन्स there are a lot and lot of freshers who are seeking admissions in IIMs or at least top B schools, and that is something that the B school interviewer also understands. So because that trend has not changed and it has only grown up कि और से और ज़्यादा freshers आ रहे हैं because पढ़ाई ख़त्म करके ही काम चालू होगा, is why work experience is definitely not a mandatory criteria for seeking admissions in IIMs. Then what does matter? What matters is, do you have a strong why for an MBA? That is what the B school interviewer is looking for. कि आपका work experience of course counts, पर उतना mandatory नहीं होता है. Why? Because if you have a very strong why MBA कि मेरे को इसलिए करना है, and there are a lot of other skills like these. If you have good communication skills, if you have good attitude in life, if you have a good personality, how exactly do you lead your life, and you showcase professionalism in your interview as well as in your profile, it becomes completely redundant that if you have a work experience or not. तो एक वाई MBA स्ट्रॉन्ग कर लोगे तो इट इज़ ऑल क्लियर, एंड इट इज़ डेफिनेटली नॉट अ नेसेसरी कंडीशन, नीदर इट इज़ मैंडेटरी फॉर यू टू सीक एडमिशंस इन टॉप B schools including IIMs, is what my point was. Moving on to the next slide. I saw a lot of comments about year gaps already. So are you a fresher or someone with an year gap? Both of the kind of profiles do not have a work experience and both have different ways of tackling that problem on exactly how to prepare CAT as well as how to defend that. Are you a fresher or are you somebody with an year gap? देखो, फ्रेशर इज़ बेसिकली समबडी हु विल बी ग्रेजुएटिंग जस्ट 4th ईयर में और डायरेक्टली कैट देगा और कैट के बाद जाके डायरेक्टली कॉलेज ज्वाइन करेगा. और गैप ईयर वाले वो लोग होते हैं जो ऑलरेडी ग्रेजुएट हो गए हैं बट दे आर नॉट अप टू एनी फुल टाइम रोल राइट नाउ. एंड हाउ एग्जैक्टली डू दे डील विद दीज काइंड ऑफ B school interview questions? तो either if you are a fresher or either if you are somebody with an year gap, it is completely possible that you can get a seat into top IIMs, top B schools including, because I have seen multiple of these people as my batchmates, as my seniors, as my juniors as well in my college, as well as a lot of people that I've worked with during corporates have also told me during their B school they also used to find a lot of both the category people, including year gaps as well as freshers. It all depends on how exactly do you defend or how exactly do you portray your personality during the interview is all that matters for you to get that seat in any privileged or prestigious college that we have. So let's say you're a fresher. The first and foremost goal that you should be having is a 99 plus CAT percentile, because that is what is going to ensure first of all that you get a call from these top IIMs or top B schools. तो पहला और प्राथमिक गोल हमारा हमेशा होगा एक बहुत अच्छी CAT परसेंटाइल. इफ़ यू कैन कीप द गोल एज 99.9 दैट्स वेल एंड गुड, बट राइट नाउ लेट्स गो विद अ जेनेरिक गोल ऑफ 99 प्लस CAT परसेंटाइल तो लाना ही है, उसके बिना कॉल्स नहीं आती हैं. आई हैड स्कोर्ड अ 98.94 percentile in 2017 and I did not get any calls from Blackie being a general engineer male. So 99 plus CAT percentile is something that you should be right now fully targeted upon without considering what your profile or what your academics look like or anything and everything that might concern you right now. Second, because you have a defined schedule of classes, it makes it easier to identify the study plan and timetable for CAT prep. During this webinar series, I had also conducted on how exactly you can plan about your CAT preparation, and उसमें मैंने एक बहुत ही important point highlight किया था time management के around. And time management में सबसे crucial point होता है that once you have figured out what your work commitment or college commitment looks like, what your personal commitment looks like, and so on and so forth, you identify every day कि how much time you can denote to CAT preparation and diversify it across all 3 sections. ये इफ़ यू आर अ फ्रेशर बिकम्स ईजियर बिकॉज पूरे टर्म का या पूरे सेमेस्टर का शेड्यूल आपके पास ऑलरेडी होगा. आपको पता होगा कि मंडे टू फ्राइडे या मंडे टू सैटरडे क्या क्लासेस होने वाली हैं, मेरे कब एग्ज़ाम्स आ रहे हैं, मेरे कब मॉक टेस्ट या सेक्शनल और सरप्राइज टेस्ट या जो भी होता है वो सब एक रफ आइडिया होता है. तो दैट मेक्स इट ईजियर फॉर यू टू आइडेंटिफाई अ स्टडी प्लान एज वेल एज टाइम टेबल फॉर CAT प्रिपरेशन. तो दैट इज समथिंग दैट इज अ प्लस फॉर यू. थर्ड, build a stellar profile. Because you are a fresher, you don't have that work experience extra brownie points, so you ought to build a stellar profile even if you're in, let's say, 3rd year or let's say 2nd year right now. You must be, because if you're a fresher, that's how you're going to appear for CAT 2024. So if you're an engineering graduate, you must be in your 3rd year last semester, and if you are non-engineering graduate, you must be in your 2nd year last semester. So you still have time, you still have another year, participate in a lot of events, participate in a lot of extracurricular events, co-curricular events at college, so that you start building a stellar profile as well as personality as well as being a part of team. कि आप you actually have those team working skills that you can showcase through your profile, जो कि work experience से भी दिखता पर work experience नहीं है तो ऐसे भी आप दिखा सकते हो. तो right now your focus should be first and foremost build a strong CAT percentile, identify the study plan and timetable for CAT preparation, and third build a stellar profile. And when you have started that, if you can take up leadership roles in clubs and committees that your college might have. अगर आपके पास POR होती है तो automatically your profile becomes stellar, and B school interviewers love that, placement companies love that, even your college के वहाँ पे batchmates will start respecting you because you already have had PORs or leadership roles during your college. Fifth point जो मैंने cover किया है, this is should not be ignored. Do not sacrifice on your college acads. A good acad actually shows that you are sincere as well as disciplined, which is necessary for a top MBA, which is what we are targeting right now. Top IIMs से हमें MBA करना है. So do not sacrifice on your college acads. अगर already थोड़ा screwed up है तो try and improve as much as you can, and you can showcase that as a learning journey. That मैंने हो सकता है first second year में थोड़ा screw up किया हो और मेरे acads थोड़े low रह गए हों, but I have tried improving myself because that is what something I understood. I became wiser, I became more mature, and I knew how to efficiently manage my time, and that's how I have tried to improve. So whatever time is left, at least a year of your college is still left. If you have already screwed up your acads, try to improve them as much as you can. Otherwise, do not at all sacrifice on them, because college acads become a very, very important criteria for you to get into a B school, especially when you are a fresher. And last but not the least, work experience does enhance your profile, but it is not mandatory. It is not necessary for a call from an IIM. I will be covering a lot of IIMs ka distinction between the type of students that they have. तो necessary और mandatory condition नहीं है. Your profile and personality is what matters the most. वही B school interviewer check करेगा, वही placement में companies check करेंगी. आपका profile, आपकी CV में क्या लिखा है, आप किस तरह के इंसान हो, what kind of personality do you bring out, how do you lead your life, what is your attitude towards your life, matters the most. Work experience does enhance it, but you can showcase those kind of skills in a lot of different kind of functionalities, like I said, participating in events, college events or college co-curricular events, as well as teams, and being a part of clubs and committees at college. Now let's say you have an year gap. Again, the first and foremost goal remains the same, because to get into an IIM, the zeroth criteria is to actually get a call from the IIM. And to get a call from an IIM, the basic necessity is that you will need a 99 plus CAT percentile if you're a general candidate. So that's what you should be targeting right now, that the first and foremost goal remains constant, that 99 plus CAT percentile is what I am going to achieve, so that I at least get a call and I get to defend myself when I walk into that interview room. तो फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट गोल सेम रहेगा इन ईदर ऑफ द केसेस, इफ यू आर फ्रेशर एंड ईयर गैप है तो मोर टाइम टू प्रिपेयर फॉर कैट हो जाता है, बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव टू प्रायोरिटाइज ऑन कॉलेज कैट्स. आपके एग्जाम्स वगैरह नहीं होंगे, आपके कोई वर्क कमिटमेंट्स ज़्यादा नहीं हैं, you will have more time. So that should actually be helpful for you, because it will ensure that you can daily denote at least a few hours for your CAT preparation, diversify them across 3 sections. You might be able to take more sectionals, more full length mocks and everything else, because it gives you more time to prepare for CAT. So an year gap will actually be helpful in that sense. Third, it also comes as a disadvantage because you have more time. There might not be a fixed schedule that you can prepare. So a fixed schedule is something that you'll have to draw out for yourself, and with a disciplined approach, you will have to follow it through. This is a necessary and a mandatory condition for scoring a good percentile. And because if you're in an year gap, आप पे कोई push नहीं आएगा, neither through a college or neither through a work company that you might be working for, it becomes very, very tough. That's why I've highlighted it that a fixed schedule with a disciplined approach to follow it through is a necessary condition. वो बना के ही हम लोग CAT preparation journey कर सकते हैं. CAT preparation is all about consistency as well as discipline. तो वो consistency and discipline लाने के लिए you ought to have a fixed schedule, and you ought to follow that through, so that you score that 99 plus percentile and you get that call. After you get that call, justification is an interview question. You have gotten that call, you have walked into the interview. How do you justify your year gap is an interview question. You need not worry about that right now. Right now, your only focus, and one and only focus rather, should be the CAT percentile, so that you at least get the call. Justify, will go to that later. वो नेक्स्ट ईयर आएगा. नेक्स्ट ईयर में हम लोग जब February, March, April में इंटरव्यूज दे रहे होंगे, दैट इज द टाइम व्हेन यू एक्चुअली गेट टू जस्टिफाई योर ईयर गैप. राइट नाउ डोंट बी कंसर्न्ड अबाउट दैट. And how exactly you can justify what exactly the interviewer is looking for is ki were you like wasting away your time or were you being actually productive about your year gap. So make the best use of that gap. Take up internships, take up projects, take up certifications, take up some NGO work, go travel, do anything, but do not waste away your time just lying around here and there, partying away all the time, having fun. That will not showcase a very good profile or an attitude towards life, and that might lead to an immediate rejection. So make the best use of the gap that you have, because eventually when you do walk into a B school, first year is very hectic, second year is also a bit hectic, and post that when you actually get a job as an MBA, life will truly become hectic. So this time that you have might never come. Make the best use of it. Make the best use of these 7 to 8 months that you have, apart from the CAT preparation, of course. But do something, take up anything, take up internship, project, certifications, anything, but make it worth your while, make it worth your time. And that will actually help you in when you exactly walk into an interview, depending on how productive you were with respect to your time. Because if you are able to defend it as well as convince the interviewer that you were very productive about your time despite not being able to find a full-time opportunity, that he will be fine. That he will completely ignore the fact that you were not employed during the course of your journey. I'll just see through some comments and see if there are any questions. Sir, not a work experience but internships and profile. Yup, that is what I am trying to suggest here as well. I'll just drag this a bit more down so that you can see the last point that I have. Sir, I want to pursue operations as my specialization, but I have no work experience, but I have done an internship related to supply chain management and also I have an experience letter from the defense. Will this help me? It will help you. The primary question that during the interviewer will ask is what exactly the supply chain management company was about, what exactly did you do in that internship role, and what were your learnings and lessons from that. So it will help you. Freshers or 7-7 profile, is it possible? Like I said, profile should not be worried right now. The first and foremost point in each of these two sections, either you are a fresher or with someone with a gap year, the first and foremost goal right now is to score a 99 plus percentile. पहले कॉल आने दो ना यार, पहले उस कॉलेज का कॉल ही नहीं आएगा तो ये सारे प्रोफाइल बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस तो फिर मिथ्या हो जाते हैं, इरेलीवेंट हो जाते हैं, रिडंडेंट हो जाते हैं. तो पहले वो कॉल इंश्योर करेंगे. वो कॉल इंश्योर करने के लिए यू नीड अ वेरी गुड कैट परसेंटाइल. अगर टॉप IIM जाना है, अगर टॉप बी स्कूल जाना है, कैट परसेंटाइल इज मैंडेटरी. तो अच्छी कैट परसेंटाइल इज व्हाट वी विल टारगेट राइट नाउ. द जस्टिफिकेशन अबाउट योर लेट्स से लोअर अ कैट्स और लेट्स से ईयर गैप इज एन इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन. वो डिफेंड भी करना हम लोग लेटर सब्सिक्वेंटली सीखेंगे, बट राइट नाउ इट शुड नॉट बी अ गोल. द गोल शुड बी ओनली अ टॉप कैट परसेंटाइल. Graduating in 2024, will it be a gap year? It might. So you can start looking for work after you graduate. But having said that, if you feel that you will not be able to manage, so there are ways to defend your year gap as well. But be productive about that year. Because if you are appearing for CAT 2024, so you will be going to the college in CAT in 2025 June, right? तो अगर आप 2024 अप्रैल मई में ग्रेजुएट हो जाते हो और जून तक आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तो दैट इज़ अ ईयर गैप. बट हैविंग सेड दैट, you can either take up any internship or project or full time opportunity right after you graduate, और अगर कॉलेज में से प्लेसमेंट नहीं मिला है, ऑफलाइन भी कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है, तो राइट आफ्टर योर कैट. राइट नाउ प्रायोरिटी शुड बी कैट परसेंटाइल. कैट के बाद आप देख सकते हो कि मेरे को 6 महीने 7 महीने के लिए कुछ अच्छा काम मिल रहा है कि नहीं मिल रहा है, और तब भी नहीं मिले तो इंटर्नशिप, प्रोजेक्ट्स और सर्टिफिकेशन, एनी काइंड ऑफ मेकिंग द बेस्ट यूज ऑफ द गैप ईयर इज what is mandatory to get into a B school. Sir, are internships and profile important for admissions in IIMs? They are important. I will not say they are mandatory, but they are important in the sense that they actually showcase that you are being productive about your time as well as you like to work. Work ethic is a very important criteria that the interviewers check when you are getting into a top B school. So the internships and profile actually showcase that you have been sincere, disciplined, and your attitude towards life, that you lead how exactly do you lead your life. Communication skills भी थोड़ा बहुत showcase हो सकता है उस profile से, and if you have done internships तो it actually showcases that you like to work, which is a good thing if you want to get into top IIM. Gem with 1 year in MNC, any chance in black IIMs? Get a good percentile, Gautam, like I've been saying again and again and again. Sir, I have 4 year gaps after my 12th and very less marks in my 12th due to some reason. Okay. I do not see a question there, Bhav. Sir, what can be done so that gap year doesn't reduce my chance of selection? Graduated in 2023 July, appearing for CAT 24. Do online internships help and online courses? They do help, but Arnav, because you're already crossing that benchmark of 1 year, 1 year is easily defendable. 2 years and 3 years and 4 years से थोड़ा tough होने लग जाता है क्यों? Because they might start assuming that you did not want to work at all is why you took so long a gap. So 1 year is okay, but if you're walking into your second year gap, so I will suggest that start looking for full-time opportunities. If not full-time, start looking for some freelance opportunities. If not that, start looking for it. Some internships, some projects, some certifications, some online courses, NGO work, anything. Or go travel while carrying some hard copy to prepare for CAT as well. What if anyone have 2 year of gap? Alok, I just covered that. It becomes a bit tougher to defend, but you can always do that. And if you already, because there is still a year more than this, there is almost 1.5 years left if you are appearing for CAT 2024 to actually walk into a B school. 1.5 years में तो दुनिया हिला सकते हैं यार. 1.5 साल में तो क्या चेंज नहीं हो सकता. रिमेंबर कोविड 20 से 2020 मार्च से 2021 जून अप्रैल तक क्या क्या हो गया था दुनिया में. तो 1.5 साल इज अ वेरी वेरी good amount of time to actually do something, be up to something. If you feel that you have already wasted a lot of time, pick up something, make your time worth your while. Sir, I've done 3 year internship in a CA firm. Is it help me? Will it help me? It will help you. All the interviewer will look for is what exactly did you do during that course of time for that company. Sir, will working in my father's small business justify the gap year? It will, but they will again ask you what exactly did you learn through that business? What was the business about? They will get into the details, they will grill you down, and they will try to understand what kind of fitment you have for a MBA program. GEM fresher and other curriculums and PORs, Blackie possible, sir? Quite possible. Ensure that you get a good CAT percentile. Sir, how to improve my profile if I have a distance graduation? Take up internships, take up live projects, start looking for freelance work. Sir, I got 76, 78, 82. Should I prepare for CAT? Should I prepare for CAT is actually a why MBA question. So if you're already asking that if you should prepare for CAT, that means your why is MBA is not clear. So first and foremost, clear out your career goals. What exactly do you want to do 1 year down the line, 3 years down the line? 3 years down the line, why I say? Because that will be somewhere roughly around when you graduate from your B school. 5 years down the line, that is roughly around 2 years after you graduated from your MBA. And 20 years down the line, a longer term career goal. This will actually help you identify that is MBA really necessary for me, or do I just can continue with my graduation degree on wherever I want to reach. And when you have a clear cut goal for your MBA, that is when you define that हाँ इसलिए मैं CAT दे रहा हूँ और इसलिए मैं CAT दे रहा हूँ, तो फिर should I prepare for CAT जैसे क्वेश्चन नहीं आएंगे. Sir, are internships necessary for freshers? No, I did not have any internship and I still managed to get calls from IIMA, IIMC as well as IIML during my first attempt. So it is not a mandatory thing to have, but a good CAT percentile is what ensures that. I got a 99.97 is why I was not questioned कि मैंने कोई internship की थी कि या नहीं की थी. कॉल तो आ जाता है यार, उसके बाद डिफेंड करना होता है. Sir, my question is 4 years gap was after 12, but then I got into DU and right now pursuing graduation. I have started preparing for MBA. Is there any chance for me to get into a good B school? If you are already into a college, they will ask कि 12th के बाद ये 4 साल किया क्या, और 4 साल के लिए कोई सही जवाब नहीं है, तो you can always say that before your college you were a bit not that wise about managing your time, और वहाँ से उस जर्नी से आपने क्या क्या सीखा is why you ventured into DU and started pursuing this particular degree. और ये particular degree से जब आप आगे निकलोगे तो और एक वाई MBA अगर आपका बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है तो हाँ देयर इज़ अ चांस टू गेट इनटू अ टॉप बी स्कूल, और प्लस CAT परसेंटाइल तो है ही, ऑब्वियसली दैट्स अ गिवन. Hello sir, actually I have 82.2 in 10th, 12th and I have 73% and 8.5 and I'm currently in Cybercom. Should I get a call from IMAC? Yeah, all these questions around will I get a call from this college, will I not get a call from this college, like I said, ये जो पहला पॉइंट है इसको अच्छे से दिमाग में डाल लीजिए. ये कैट परसेंटाइल नहीं आएगी तो कॉल नहीं आएगा, वॉट एवर योर प्रोफाइल इज़, आप 10 हो और कैट परसेंटाइल 95 आया, कोई अच्छा IIM आपको कॉल नहीं करेगा। और आप 7 हो और कैट परसेंटाइल आपका 99.9 आ गया, और अच्छा IIM आपको कॉल करेगा। उसके बाद का डिफेंडिंग इज लाइक आई सेड इज एन इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन, जो कि हम लोग नेक्स्ट ईयर में सोचेंगे, अभी नहीं सोचना है। विल स्टार्ट ऑफ माई विल बी काउंटेड एज एक्सपीरियंस, इट विल बी, ऑफकोर्स इट विल बी, इट इज़ अ वेरी गुड एक्सपीरियंस टू हैव। कैन आई जस्टिफाई द गैप सिंस माई टाइम आई राइट कैट, इट विल बी 1.2 years गैप। रोनाल्डो, लाइक आई सेड कि इफ़ एग्जैक्टली कि अगर आप बी स्कूल में एंटर करने वाले हो और you're graduating this year, so you can try and pick up some work right now. If that's not possible, CAT के बाद, because आप CAT preparation को ज़्यादा प्रायोरिटाइज करो, CAT के बाद you can still look up for work. Like I, during 2018, was my last attempt at CAT, and I had taken a break. I had taken a break of 2 months from my work. मैंने अक्टूबर में छोड़ा था और मैं दिसंबर तक आई वॉज अनएम्प्लॉयड। अक्टूबर में इसीलिए छोड़ा था, meticulously planning my notice period of 2 months from August to October, so that October to November I can completely prioritize CAT. छोड़ दिया without any backup. October to December मैंने कोई काम नहीं किया, but having said that, after that, once my CAT preparation journey was over, I actually thought about applying for more companies so that I am up to something from January to May. जून में हम लोग कॉलेज जाते हैं, तो जनवरी टू मई में भी अगर मैंने कोई वर्क एक्सपीरियंस गेन कर लिया, फुल टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है तो अगर इंटर्नशिप ही कर ली, that actually helps in building your profile and showcases a B school interviewer as well as a job interviewer कि you are up to something, you did something, you worked upon something, you are not wasting away your time. Says online internship adding value to your profile, it will, but वही showcase करना पड़ेगा कि क्या सीखे, क्या काम किया था। सजेस्ट ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज, वो आप गूगल कर सकते हो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन वट एवर योर इंटरेस्ट लाई इन। अदरवाइज देयर आर लॉट ऑफ IIMs जो कि खुद के ऑनलाइन सर्टिफिकेशन और कोर्सेज भी फ्लोट करते हैं। IIM बैंगलोर इज आई थिंक वन ऑफ द मेजर कॉलेजेस जिसके बहुत सारे सर्टिफिकेशन कोर्सेज होते हैं, दैट यू कैन लुक अप, अदरवाइज गूगल इज द सिंपलेस्ट सॉल्यूशन। And even if I get a call from IIM, is there any chance they will select me? And additionally, I did 3 courses related to Business Excel and PowerPoint and 2 internships marketing. See, you are answering your own questions, Game Zone. I don't think you have a question. You just have a normal concern. And like I said, एक good CAT percentile आ जाए, उसके बाद defend करना आसान हो जाता है. That you have that aptitude, you have that attitude, showcase करना आसान हो जाता है. But yeah, that is a later year question. Right now, the priority is getting a good CAT score so that you actually get those calls. Sir, I have done my college external, but I have work experience during that time of family business and internship. How are my chances of getting Blackie? Your chances of getting Blackie depends on your CAT percentile. Sir, 55% in 12th standard. Any problem to attempt CAT exam to convert Blackie? In some it might, but अगर कॉलेज में हो तो कॉलेज के अकैड्स अच्छी रखो, नहीं है अच्छी तो एटलीस्ट लास्ट ईयर में इम्प्रूव करो। लास्ट ईयर में भी इम्प्रूव नहीं हो पा रही हैं तो फिर इज़ अ कंसर्न। लास्ट ईयर में ट्राई योर बेस्ट टू इम्प्रूव इट। All right. Not working right now, but I have 2 years of work experience, but I have left job to study full time. By the time I write gap, तो रोनाल्डो कैट के बाद एक बार वापस you can start looking up for some work. Working hours in 12 hours. How to manage the preparation from scratch? You can watch my previous video, Raj. It will be available on iQuanta website, where I actually covered how exactly to manage your CAT preparation with your work experience. See, all these questions again I'll try to cover, and this is the the last time I'm saying this, that will you get a call from a top B school or not depends first and foremost on what kind of CAT percentile you get. So your profile, whatever that might be, should not be of so much of a concern right now on how much you are targeting as a percentile and what exactly you should be doing for it. ठीक है? All right, I am seeing some similar questions, so I'll move on to the next. Next, I have tried to cover what exactly does top B school distribution of students look like. This should actually put your concerns and doubts in at bay कि यार मैं फ्रेशर हूँ, मेरा ये कम है, मेरा वो कम है, तो मेरे को टॉप कॉलेजेस में एंट्रेंस मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा. आई हैव रफली शोकेस दैट, लेट्स से ABC की बात करें तो होली ट्रिनिटी ऑफ IIM अहमदाबाद, बैंगलोर एंड कैलकाटा, उसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ बैच कैसा था. Around 42% of people, if you will see, have lesser than 1 year of work experience. 25% are immediate freshers and 17% are 0 to 12 months in IIM Ahmedabad. तो 0 to 12 month में वो 5 या 4 महीने वाले भी आते हैं जो कि कैट के बाद वर्क करना चालू करते हैं. That's why I have been keeping on suggesting you that once you're done with your CAT journey, you can try and look up for some work, internship work, some full-time work preferably, so that you are counted in such and you showcase that you have worked on something. But if you'll see, 42% in IIM Ahmedabad is actually just lesser than 1 year. IIM Bangalore में थोड़ा कम रहता है ये, because IIM Bangalore tries to prefer 2 to 3 years वाले जनता को ज़्यादा 30%, but still around 30% of lesser than 1 year, which is roughly 1/3 of the batch. And IIM Calcutta में if you'll see, that is way more. 40% the batch is freshers only. 40% is basically 130, 120 हो गया in this batch size. Batch size is increasing every year. So 130, 140 people are actual freshers and 60 to 70 people are lesser than 1 year. So IIM Calcutta में almost 50% of the batch, or more than that rather, is lesser than 1 year of experience. So you need not worry or need not be concerned about कि college बुलाता है कि नहीं बुलाता है. I mean, it's very possible, even if you have no work experience and even if you have like very lesser work experience, 4 to 5 months only, it is quite possible. ये तो holy trinity में ही है कि these are the best B schools that India has on offer. और इसमें ही अगर इतना ज़्यादा है तो सोच लो कि बाकी कॉलेजेस में कितना होगा. तो नीड नॉट वरी अबाउट दैट. योर प्राइमरी target right now should be to get a call from any of these dream B schools, and what ensures that? A very good CAT percentile is what ensures that. This was the holy trinity that I talked about. Let's talk about some other top B schools. I am Lucknow, FMS and XLRI. I am Lucknow mein, if you'll see, again, lesser than 1 year is 35% roughly. And 35% is again more than 1/3 of the batch. So हर तीसरे में से पहला एक बंदा is actually lesser than 1 year, almost a fresher. FMS में this is way beyond, because FMS के final conversion में आपका work experience बिल्कुल ही count नहीं होता है. तो वहाँ पे almost half the batch is fresher and more than half the batch, almost 60% of the batch is lesser than 1 year of experience. So FMS is a very prime B school that you can target, the best in terms of ROI. 2-2.5 लाख की फीस है और पैकेजेस लगते हैं 30-40 लाख के. So and plus कंपनीज ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही आती हैं जो कि टॉप IIMs में आ रही हैं. तो ROI भी बेस्ट हो गया. आप अगर फ्रेशर हो तो यू कैन ऑब्वियसली टारगेट FMS, बट अगेन हैविंग सेड दैट द ओनली कैवियट इज दैट यू ऑट टू हैव अ वेरी गुड CAT percentile टू गेट अ कॉल फ्रॉम FMS Delhi और एनी ऑफ दीज टॉप B schools. XLRI में भी 33% फ्रेशर्स हो गए, 1/3 हो गया, एंड टोटल combined of with lesser than 1 year, almost 50%. So half of the batch, if you'll see in all these top B schools, is actually people, except IIM Bangalore of course, because IIM Bangalore prefers a bit of work experience. But apart from that, A, C, L, KI का भी similar रहता है, FMS, XLRI, all these top 10 B schools have roughly 50% of the batch lesser than 1 year. And that is a trend only localized to Indian B schools. आप बाहर के MBAs में ट्राई करोगे तो बाहर के MBA में दे डू प्रेफर थोड़ा सा वर्क एक्सपीरियंस कि 3 से 4 साल या 5 साल का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस लेके आइए या फिर कुछ स्टार्टअप एक्सपीरियंस लेके आइए, एंड ओनली देन यू गेट एन एडमिशन. बट इंडिया में, लाइक आई बिगैन दिस प्रेजेंटेशन विद, देयर इज अ ट्रेंड कि यू फिनिश योर एजुकेशन फर्स्ट एंड देन यू गेट टू वर्क among both students and parents. And because those B school interviewers have also been students at one point of time and are probably parents right now, they understand that trend. And having said that, they understand that it is a given that you are directly walking into another B school entrance from just graduating from an undergrad degree. So they do keep that in mind. So it is very possible for you to get into a top IIM in, despite being a fresher or despite having just, let's say, 4 to 5 months of work experience. Plus, during your placements as well, there are a lot of industries which have actually started preferring freshers. These industries can be marketing. Marketing is definitely one, because I personally had seen during my MBA journey as well that marketing usually does not call people who have more than 2 years of work experience. Why? Because marketing as a job is a very creative job, and the job interviewers or the job placement committees think that the people who have already been working for 3 to 4 years or more in a corporate setting have lost out in their creativity or just work in a certain set direction of way, which is not required in marketing at all. So marketing firms, and a lot of good marketing firms, come to the campus. Even Google, Amazon come for their marketing roles, and apart from that, there are a lot of FMCG firms like PNG हो गया, HUL हो गया, ITC हो गया, who highly target freshers for their marketing roles. तो दैट इज़ वन. प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट में भी आजकल बहुत ज़्यादा फ्रेशर्स का डिमांड बढ़ गया है, बिकॉज अगैन प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट इज़ ऑल्सो अ लॉट अबाउट क्रिएटिविटी. And consulting में भी थोड़ा बहुत हो जाता है. If you have a very good profile to showcase, they might prefer you over somebody with work experience, because work experience वाले लोग usually set frameworks में काम करते हैं, which is not required in consulting these days. Consulting में कुछ out of the box thinking आप लेके आ रहे हो, कुछ unstructured process में आप कुछ deliver कर पा रहे हो. That is what is being preferred over whatever right now let's say a work experience guy might do. तो consulting is also something that जहाँ पे freshers का range बढ़ने लग गया है. Again, it will require you to have a very strong profile to get those kind of shortlists. But having said that, you being a fresher, you being somebody without a work experience, will not affect your chances to get into a consulting or a product management role or a marketing role. There are others as well. There are business analytics roles, there are IT management roles, there are a lot of other companies, except I think a few industries who highly prioritizes work experience people. There are many industries or many companies who are टारगेटिंग बेसिकली फ्रेशर्स, और फ्रेशर नहीं मिला तो उसके बाद वर्क एक्सपीरियंस पीपल पे आते हैं फॉर हायरिंग. तो इवन when you exactly make it to these top B schools, you can rest assured that you might be prioritized in a lot of companies, good companies, in a lot of good roles, in a lot of good industries and sectors to actually get better placements from the work experience folks as well. So need not worry at all about your not having a work experience. It truly does not matter. What matters is what your profile is. What matters is how exactly are you dealing with that particular time gap. What matters is what kind of personality do you carry, what kind of professionalism do you have, what kind of communication skills do you have, what kind of attitude do you have towards your life, and why exactly do you want to do an MBA. The first and foremost and the prime question. If that's clear for you, I think it's very possible for you to get an admission in IIM or in any other top B school that you want to be a part of. So that's basically it. That's precisely what my presentation was about. I'll just go through the questions if there are any. Oh, there are a lot of them. Sir, I am a hotel and hospitality graduate. I have worked in India and currently working in USA. My 10+2 academic marks is lower side. So is it possible to get a call from top B schools? Yeah, Chayan, all you got to ensure is you get a good enough CAT percentile, and your varied work experience across two different kind of different countries will actually help you showcase it as something that you understand different cultures altogether far better than, let's say, somebody who has just worked in India. So of course it will help you, and all you got to do right now is just ensure that you get a good enough CAT percentile. You can always defend during your interview that your marks in school were a bit low because you did not exactly know how to manage your time well during that point of time. You were interested in some other extracurriculars or something, and you did not prioritize your CATs during that point of time because you never considered that this will actually matter. But you eventually realize that is how you landed up with your job or something like that, and then you can relate it to your story of how exactly did you land up your job and how exactly you'll add value to that BB school that you're going to interview for. So there will be a 1.5-year gap, and if I try to look for some internship, then how will I manage my studies or guide me? What should I do? Like I said, Isha, if you feel that you will not be able to manage your studies, manage your CAT preparation study right now, CAT happens in November. You join a B school in June or July. There is a 7 to 8 month gap in there. That 7 to 8 month gap, you can actually achieve a lot of things that might seem non-achievable right now because it's too far ahead in the future. But as soon as you're done with CAT, December onwards, you can start looking for opportunities. You're done with your studies. Now, just GDPI preparation remains, and GDPI preparation उतना hectic नहीं होता जितना CAT preparation journey होती है. So, once you're done with your CAT preparation journey, like I said with my own story, that once I was done with my CAT preparation during 2018, I actually started looking for and finally got a job at ZS Associates as a consulting associate, and that 5 months of experience actually helped me land up a lot of consulting shortlists, marketing shortlists, even a product manager and program management shortlists. And if I had not done that 5 months of work, I don't think I would have received as many shortlists as I did, both during my summer internships as well as my placements that I did because of that 5 months of work experience during Jan 2019 to May 2019, and then June is when I went to college. So right after your CAT, right when you're done with your studies, you can start looking for opportunities, be it full-time, be it internships, be it anything. But yeah, that is, I think, a very good time to actually find a job or find something to work upon if you feel that you will not be able to manage your studies with work right now. That actually shortens your year gap, as well as it makes the interviewer feel that you are a productive individual. Also, sir, can you say what sort of work full-time internship should be look up to? Only management-related fields like marketing, HR, accounting, etc. No, no, no. काम कोई भी छोटा नहीं होता है अर्नब. Or the B school interviewer also understands that. So any kind of work will do, as long as you are contributing something to the firm, to the team that you are a part of, and you're learning something there. तो काम ऐसा ही ढूंढो, कोई सा भी काम हो, not necessarily related to marketing, या not necessarily related to any business field. Like my first job for 15 months was actually a technological project associate, which was basically थोड़ा सा development और थोड़ा सा understanding of product. So that was more towards coding side, more towards software side. But having said that, I learned a lot there. I learned how exactly to work as a part of a team. I learned a bit about product. I learned to work with a company like Google. I learned to be working with a company for a company like Cognizant, and I learned a lot there. So any kind of work will do. It need not necessarily be related to business fields, but if you're up to something, that is always a bit more helpful than not being up to anything. Corey has asked, sir, I look after my father's business finance. Will this be accepted by IIMs? How to make family business as work experience? It will be, but Corey Harshita, like I said, Harshita, you'll have to explain during your interview process ki what exactly were you working upon, how much time did it take, and what exactly did you learn out of that experience, and how does that make you a better fit for your MBA. You can always relate that to your why MBA journey as well, that I was working with my father in his business for his finances, and that actually made me interested in a finance field, and इसीलिए मेरे को MBA करना है, because I want to know more about what exactly finance looks like. I want to delve deeper into finance courses so that I can be a part of a larger financial organization. Akash has asked, sir, I have graduated from DU Seoul. Is this matter because Seoul is open learning college? I don't think it will matter, because they might be getting a lot of aspirants from there as well. All you got to ensure, Akash, is you get a good enough CAT percentile and you're good to go. I'll just have a water break. I have been consistently answering so many questions. Slayer has asked, sir, what should be the plan for CAT if doing BCom HNDU? I tried to cover this during my previous session as well. But like I said, if you're a college grad, it becomes very easier for you to, like I said in this slide, it becomes easier for you to define your schedule of classes, and that makes it easier for you to identify your study plan and timetable for CAT preparation. To start off with that, make a timetable, identify the buckets that you can denote to your CAT preparation journey, or just CAT studying for CAT, and diversify it across all three sections is how you can start. If you're not enrolled in the iQuanta course, enroll right now, because you might be missing out on the live classes and application classes, and the application classes which are happening on a daily basis every week. So enroll right now, and you get a lot of material to practice upon. So because you are a part of a college, easier to manage hota hai than somebody with a work experience. And plus, improve your profile. Do not sacrifice on your college acats. Improve your profile by building, participating in events, co-curricular events, being part of clubs and committees. That actually helps you build your profile. I'll go back to the primary slide. Sir, which type of job is considered work experience? Akash has asked. Full-time jobs. Internships को work experience नहीं मानते, पर internships you can always showcase during your MBA interviews कि मैंने कुछ तो काम किया था और मैंने वहाँ पे ये सीखा, इस पे काम किया, इस कंपनी के साथ काम किया, उसका ये समझा, टीम के साथ काम किया, and so on. कृष्णा has asked, sir, graduated in 2022, 10th में इतना था, 12th में इतना था. ये तो बहुत ही stellar profile है already. कृष्णा gave GATE 2024 to this Feb, but no work experience, preparing for CAT 24 with iQuanta. Will my gap years be a problem? नहीं, आपका प्रोफाइल ऑलरेडी अच्छा है. CAT परसेंटाइल बस 99 प्लस ले आओ और 99.5 प्लस ले आओ, तो आपको तो सारे अच्छे कॉलेजेस से कॉल आएगा. एंड वहाँ पे डिफेंड कर लेना कि पहले मेरा आइडिया था कि मैं MTech करूँगा, बिकॉज यू अपीयर्ड फॉर गेट, एंड फिर वो दैट डिड नॉट वर्क आउट. तो एंड प्लस दे माइट बी अ ट्रिगर जो कि हैड मेड यू एक YMBA अगर आप स्ट्रॉन्ग कर लोगे, यू विल बी गुड टू गो. वेरी गुड चांसेस फॉर यू टू कन्वर्ट टॉप B schools. Sir, I've done my college external but have work experience during that time of family business. How are my chances of getting Blackie if my profile is very average, and what percentile should I aim for? If you are a general candidate and an engineer candidate, 99.7 plus or 99.6 plus is something that you should be aiming for. वहाँ से फिर Blackie calls आनी शुरू हो जाएंगी. Sir, I used to make NFTs and 3D works as a freelancer. Can I write it as my extracurricular? हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल फ्रोजोन, डेफिनेटली इट इज़ अ गुड इनफ वर्क टू हैव दैट यू आर एक्चुअली अपडेटेड अराउंड द लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी दैट इज कमिंग इन, एंड इफ यू डू मेक इट टू अ टॉप बी स्कूल इंटरव्यू there will be a very good discussion on this ki explain me what NFTs are and what 3D works are. So good work experience to have, you can write that. Please suggest some courses that can help in profile building. Anjali, I've already you can rewind because this is a very googleable question that you can have. This should actually align with your career goals. First of all, if you are interested in marketing, finance or whatever, पहले तो उस पे courses ढूंढोगे आप. Plus I said that there are a lot of IIMs which offer, IIM Bangalore being a primary top B school which offers a lot of certification courses. So whatever suits your career goal, आपको entrepreneurship में interest है, आपको marketing में interest है, आपको finance में interest है, आपको consulting में interest है, related to that, you do courses. Very googleable question. Just Google around the best courses and you'll find some. Frozon, I have already answered that question. सर फॉर फाइनेंस इज इट इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव वर्क एक्सपीरियंस? नॉट नेसेसरली, फाइनेंस में भी आजकल बहुत फ्रेशर्स को वो लोग प्रेफर कर रहे हैं. अगर CFA वगैरह का सर्टिफिकेशन है, इट्स गुड टू हैव. अगर वो नहीं है तो यू ऑट टू हैव अ वेरी गुड मैथ्स एक्यूमेन. आप यू शुड बी वेरी गुड विद डीलिंग विद नंबर्स इज व्हाट दे आर लुकिंग फॉर. तो दैट शुड बी रिफ्लेक्टेड इन योर प्रोफाइल. जॉब अच्छी मिल जाती है. बट हाँ, बी स्कूल तो नहीं देखेगा कि फाइनेंस में आपको वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है या नहीं. बी स्कूल देखेगा कि आपका कैट परसेंटाइल कितनी थी और आपका प्रोफाइल कैसा दिख रहा है. Sir, I am in BBA second year and my current percentage is 65, but I scored 90% in 12th and 10th class में 60%. Any suggestion for me? BBA second year में हो, second year का final semester चल रहा होगा, तो try to improve right now. अभी से 3 semester और बचे हैं more or less. Next 2 semester में भी बहुत अच्छा करना है. अभी के सेमेस्टर्स में भी जितना बेस्ट हो पाए वो देना है. कैट्स को सफ़र नहीं करने देना है. 65% को अगर आप 70-75 लेके गए तो दैट विल बिकम अ वेरी गुड स्टोरी फॉर यू टू टेल इन द इंटरव्यू एज वेल कि स्टार्टिंग में आप मैनेज नहीं कर पा रहे थे कॉलेज लाइफ. कॉलेज में बहुत फ्रीडम मिला आपको, यू फाउंड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स टू डू, बट इवेंचुअली यू रियलाइज कि कॉलेज कैट्स भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं एंड यू इम्प्रूव्ड ऑन दैट जर्नी. गर्वित, तो डू दैट, improve your acats. That will be primary and showcase it as a wonderful story of improvement during your V school interview. Akash, sir, my English is weak. Like I am able to understand what the person is saying, but when I talk and got stuck. अच्छा, stuck की spelling गलत है आकाश. But having said that, आप what you can start off with? You can start off with reading. You read a lot, तो and you read in your mind. अगर starting में mind में नहीं हो पा रहा रीड, तो थोड़ा सा loudly भी आप पढ़ सकते हो और कहीं पे भी एक स्पेस देख के यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग अलॉट. व्हाट विल एक्चुअली हैपन इज स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली विल स्टार्ट इंप्रूविंग अपॉन योर नॉट जस्ट योर रीडिंग स्पीड बट एक्चुअली अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ वर्ड्स एज वेल एज प्रोनाउंसिंग देम. ठीक है, दैट्स वन. व्हाट आई यूज टू डू, बट आई माइट think that you will be a bit late for that, but if you can manage it, what I used to do is watch a lot of English movies with subtitles. तो उससे क्या होता है कि यू एक्चुअली स्टार्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द प्रोनाउंसिएशन और सबटाइटल आ रहा है तो मेरे को स्पेलिंग भी दिख रही है, दोनों इंप्रूव हो जाता है एक साथ और प्लस एक नई स्टोरी जानने को मिलती है. तो दोज आर द 2 ways दैट आई कैन थिंक ऑफ. फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इज रीडिंग बिकॉज RCs बहुत सारे आते हैं, RCs 4 आते हैं और वो आपको 40 मिनट में ख़त्म करने होते हैं. तो रीडिंग स्पीड इज़ मैंडेटरी. रीडिंग से बहुत फ़ायदे होते हैं. रीडिंग से आपका नॉलेज बढ़ता है, आपकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स अच्छी होती है, आपका कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्किल्स अच्छा होता है एंड प्लस इफ़ यू आर अ फास्ट रीडर लाइफ लॉन्ग हेल्प करता है. एंड और प्लस अगर आप थोड़ा बोल के पढ़ रहे हो तो आपका प्रोनाउंसिएशन एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ वोकैबुलरी, अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ ग्रामर भी बहुत इंप्रूव हो जाता है. एंड द सेकंड सजेशन इज़ अ बिट मोर ऑन द एंटरटेनमेंट साइड कि आप इंग्लिश मूवीज़ विद सबटाइटल्स देखो. दैट ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव्स योर इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग स्किल्स एज वेल एज अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट. गर्वे, तो IIM ABC में हो सकता है क्या? हाँ, कैट परसेंटाइल लाओ, बिल्कुल हो सकता है. 99.5 प्लस ले आओ. एंड आप तो आई थिंक हाँ यू आर अ नॉन इंजीनियर, तो आप 99 प्लस परसेंटाइल भी टारगेट करोगे तो टॉप बी स्कूल से कॉल आएगा. जस्ट इंश्योर दैट जो रिमेनिंग 2 सेमेस्टर्स हैं वहाँ पे यू डू नॉट स्क्रू अप योर गैट्स मच फर्दर. 70 से ऊपर करने का टारगेट करो एंड यू विल गेट अ गुड कॉलेज कॉल. वहाँ पे बस डिफेंड करना पड़ेगा 10th क्लास में इतने कम क्यों थे. दैट इज़ अगेन अ नेक्स्ट ईयर जर्नी टू गो थ्रू. राज शर्मा, कैट से 76 2023 कैट राइट नाउ. विल माई कैट्स हैम्पर माई टॉप IIM कॉल्स? Like I have said this time and again. Prioritize your CAT percentile, get a 99 plus 99.5 plus percentile and these respective questions around your profile कि CATs कम क्यों थे, 10th में क्यों इतना कम है और 12th में कैसे ठीक हो गया, कॉलेज में इतना कम क्यों है, actually become interview questions. Justification around them become interview questions. उस इंटरव्यू तक पहुंचने के लिए यू विल हैव टू इंश्योर यू गेट अ वेरी गुड इनफ कैट परसेंटाइल. आप क्रोनोलॉजी समझिए ना. आप क्रोनोलॉजी में तो पहले कैट परसेंटाइल आएगी, फिर कॉल आएगा। उस कॉल में डिफेंड करना रहेगा कि ये सब है या नहीं। वो कॉल के लिए बहुत ही ज़रूरी है कि कैट परसेंटाइल अच्छा हो। कैट परसेंटाइल अच्छी होने के लिए बहुत ही ज़रूरी है कि आप कंसिस्टेंट एंड डिसिप्लिन रहें टुवर्ड्स योर प्रिपरेशन। तो इसी क्रोनोलॉजी में फंक्शन करेंगे। ये जो प्रोफाइल डिफेंस वाला बात है, दैट इज़ अ इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन टू हैव, और उसके भी तरीके होते हैं, वो हम आपको सिखा देंगे। बट गेट अ गुड इनफ कैट परसेंटाइल एंड गेट दैट कॉल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। Sir, can you please tell us about your story? Garvit, I did try to cover that in my few of my previous sessions, but roughly summarize मैं कर दूंगा in like last part of this before after I answer the few doubts that are coming in. Sir, my academic is 10th graduation में इतना आया था. My graduation finished in November. Please review my profile and tips for VRC. Tips for VRC is reading, Anchit. और बाकी ensure a good enough CAT percentile. अगर आप फ्रेशर हो, माई ग्रेजुएशन इज़ फिनिश्ड इन नवंबर, तो उसके बाद लाइक आई सेड नवंबर के बाद योर कैट विल ऑल्सो एंड, तो आप वहाँ से वर्क ढूंढना चालू कर सकते हो। एंड अभी एक सेमेस्टर और बचा होगा, तो उसमें 66% को 70% करने का ट्राई कर सकते हो। सर, इज इट ट्रू दैट अ कैंडिडेट विद नो वर्क शुड हैव एन आउटस्टैंडिंग प्रोफाइल इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा करिक्स एंड इंटर्नशिप्स टू गेट थ्रू इन इंटरव्यूज? नहीं, पर्सनैलिटी मैटर्स अ लॉट। तो आपकी अगर 6 पॉइंटर भी है, जैसे मेरा था, मेरे को IIM अहमदाबाद कैलकाटा से कॉल थी एंड आई वाज अ 6 पॉइंटर विदाउट एनी PORs, विदाउट एनी इंटर्नशिप्स, ठीक है। तो बट मेरे को कॉल थी, ACL सॉ समथिंग कि इसको बुला सकते हैं, एंड बिकॉज आई वॉज नॉट वेरी वेल प्रिपेयर फॉर माई इंटरव्यूज, वाई आई डिड नॉट कन्वर्ट ANC, बट आई डिड एंड अप कन्वर्टिंग Lucknow, which is also a top B school. Despite being a 6 pointer in my college, despite having no PORs at all, despite having 0 internships, I was able to convert Lucknow. I did screw up my interviews. I was not well prepared in C&A, but I did get the calls. If I was well prepared, I might have converted them as well. तो नहीं मैटर करता है. What matters is a very good CAT percentile, and what matters is how you showcase your personality, how you showcase your professionalism. मेरा शायद प्रोफेशनलिज्म को दिख गया था कि इसने प्रिपरेशन नहीं किया तो प्रोफेशनल अच्छा नहीं है, तो इसलिए नहीं हुआ था. बट कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स इंप्रूव्ड है, एटीट्यूड अच्छा है, पर्सनैलिटी अच्छा है, इट डज काउंट. यू नीड नॉट नेसेसरली हैव अ स्टेलर प्रोफाइल टू हैव. बिल्ड कर लो तो अच्छा है, ऑलवेज गुड टू हैव. इफ नॉट देयर, नॉट अ मैंडेटरी कंडीशन. Sir, my 10th is 75, 12th is 82. Right now, I'm in my third year and my CGPA. I'm preparing for CAT. How much percentile I have to achieve to get IIM ABC? If you're a general candidate, 99.5 plus. नहीं, आप if you're a general female candidate, 99 plus is what you should be targeting. Sir, 10 96.8, 12 97, grad, then non-engineering fresher, online courses done already, non-general category. What should be the safe score for CAT? See, we have an IIM call predictor at our iQuanta website. आप ये profile based question वहाँ पे जाके डालोगे ना, वो आपको बहुत क्लियर कट सजेशन देंगे कि दीज काइंड ऑफ कॉलेजेस यू माइट गेट एक्सपेक्ट अ कॉल फ्रॉम इफ दिस इज द कैट परसेंटाइल दैट यू आर टारगेटिंग, एंड दीज आर द एवरेज पैकेजेस ऑफ दीज रिस्पेक्टिव बी स्कूल्स. तो आई थिंक दैट विल बी अ मच बेटर, बिकॉज उसके पीछे AI लगा हुआ है, उसके पीछे लॉट ऑफ एल्गोरिदम्स एज वेल एज अ लॉट ऑफ डेटा इज बीइंग फेड. तो दैट विल गिव यू अ मच बेटर आइडिया देन मी एज अ ह्यूमन विल. ठीक है, somebody had asked me about my story, so I'll just cover that in the end of this. So I appeared for CAT in 2016 for the first time as a 4th year BTech fresher. I was a 6 pointer. मेरा उस टाइम तक CGPA था 6.2, but I ended up improving it to 6.8 by the time I graduated. ठीक है, 2016 में I scored a 99.97. I had no PORs, I had no internships, I had some summer projects which were primarily around mechanical engineering, but nothing, no internships at all. I got calls from ACL. I used to apply for only Blackie because ABC was my dream B school. और I से नहीं आया था बिकॉज 6 पॉइंटर, एंड B से नहीं आया था बिकॉज अगेन नो वर्क एक्सपीरियंस एंड 6 पॉइंटर. I was not able to convert ANC because I think that was my arrogant obnoxious 20-year-old self who felt कि 99.97 ऐसे ही आ गया है तो बिना प्रिपरेशन इंटरव्यू भी निकल जाएगा. L के लिए मैं थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करके गया था एंड वहाँ पे इंटरव्यू अच्छा गया तो L कन्वर्ट हुआ था, बट आई डिड नॉट गो बिकॉज इट वॉज नॉट माई ड्रीम बी स्कूल, एंड प्लस आई हर्ड फ्रॉम माई सीनियर्स कि अगर मतलब पैकेज प्लेसमेंट चांसेस भी ज़्यादा अच्छे नहीं रहते बीइंग अ 6 पॉइंटर एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड बीइंग द ऑब्नॉक्शियस दैट आई वाज ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम, द 20-year-old मी. फिर 2017 में आई अपीयर्ड अगेन. आई जॉइन कॉग्निजेंट टेक्नोलॉजी सॉल्यूशंस एज एन एसोसिएट. 15 महीने वहाँ पे काम किया एज अ पार्ट ऑफ गूगल ऑटोमेशन टीम, गूगल ऑफिस गुड़गांव से, बेसिकली क्रोम एक्सटेंशंस एंड फ्यू ऑटोमेशन प्रोजेक्ट्स. और वहाँ पे फिर विद वर्क मैंने टाइम अच्छे से मैनेज नहीं किया. माई परसेंटाइल वॉज 98.94 इन 2017. आई डिड नॉट गेट एनी गुड कॉल्स. 2018 I appeared for CAT again. That was the third and the last time that I was appearing for it. I was with work, that was again, but I managed my time effectively this time, took a lot of sectionals, took a lot of mocks, and prepared well. I ended up scoring a 99.83 percentile. I took a break of 1 month as well. October to November I took a break to entirely prioritize CAT. तो मैंने अपना कॉग्निजेंट से नोटिस पीरियड जिसमें 2 महीने का होता है मेटिकुलसली प्लान्ड, अगस्त में मैंने रिज़ाइन किया ताकि अक्टूबर में मैं फ्री हो जाऊँ. अक्टूबर टू नवंबर आई प्रिपेयर फॉर कैट, एंड आफ्टर नवंबर आई वेंट बैक होम इन दिसंबर में आई रिलैक्स अ बिट, एंड देन आई फेल्ट कि जून में कॉलेज जाना है तो आई कैन टेक अप सम मोर वर्क. January 2019 to June 2019, May 2019, I worked for ZS Associate as a business consulting associate. I primarily learned tricks and trades of business consulting there, and my MS Excel and my MS PowerPoint skills improved there. And June में, yeah, I reached Joka, which is another name for IIM Calcutta. Raj Kaushal, sir, please apply, he says. Please reply, Raj Kaushal. Sir, I did my first year from X university, okay. After that, because of some reasons, I changed my college and resumed my engineering from any other college from second year. Is these things creating problem? No. All they're gonna ask is why exactly was your priority was the second college and not the first college, which you obviously will have an answer for because you made that switch. But that's it. That's all that question that can come in. These things do not create a concern at all. Sir, my confidence weakens when I speak in English. I feel very underconfident. Like I said, Akash, read a lot. Start with basic books जिनकी इंग्लिश थोड़ी आसान होती है. स्टार्ट विद लेट्स से एनिमल फार्म बहुत ही छोटी बुक है, बहुत ही अच्छी किताब है. स्टार्ट विद दैट एंड स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग अ रीडिंग हैबिट. न्यूज़पेपर आर्टिकल्स हो गए, कुछ भी आर्टिकल उठा के पढ़ लिया. डेली रीडिंग हैबिट रहेगी. 40 minutes इज़ लाइक अ गुड प्रैक्टिस टू हैव, बट इफ़ यू डू नॉट हैव एनी रीडिंग हैबिट एट ऑल, 15 to 20 minutes इज ऑल्सो फाइन. 10 pages का टारगेट रखो, then 20, then 30. रीडिंग हैबिट डेवलप करो, ईदर मॉर्निंग और लेट नाइट राइट बिफोर स्लीपिंग. एंड या अगर ज़्यादा टाइम है तो वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ इंग्लिश मूवीज विद सबटाइटल्स. All right, we have crossed 6 and I hope I answered most of your questions. I hope it creates a clarity in your head कि work experience necessary for seeking admission in IIMs? नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. मैंडेटरी भी नहीं है, नेसेसरी भी नहीं है. इनफैक्ट 50% जनता टॉप बी स्कूल्स में ऐसी है जिसका लेसर देन 1 year ऑफ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है, तो एक्चुअली प्रेफर होता है इन नॉट जस्ट IIM बट इन ऑल्सो ड्यूरिंग योर प्लेसमेंट्स. तो it's nothing to worry about that if you have no work experience, that you will not get a call from top B schools. I have answered that gap year question as well. You can go back and look at this, and that is Bhaskar, that is again interview question to have. Right now your priority should be this. So I hope I was able to cover most of your questions. If there are certain doubts around iConta course, or if there are certain doubts that you have for CAT preparation, देयर इज़ अ फ्री व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप जिसका लिंक हम लोग डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल देंगे, सो दैट यू कैन विजिट इट. वहाँ पे बहुत सारे फ्री रिसोर्सेज भी लॉन्च, सो दैट यू आर गेटिंग द हेल्प दैट यू डिज़ायर फॉर योर कैट प्रिपरेशन जर्नी. देयर इज़ अ कम्युनिटी देयर एज वेल जो कि हैव गॉन थ्रू और आर ऑलरेडी इन योर शूज़, सो वो लोग भी आपको बहुत हेल्प करेंगे वहाँ पे. एंड दिस वेबिनार सीरीज इज गोना कंटिन्यू. विल ट्राई टू कवर मोर टॉपिक्स विच माइट हेल्प यू इन कैट प्रिपरेशन जर्नी. So if you have not subscribed to the iConta channel, YouTube channel, this is the right time for you to do that. So subscribe right now, and all the best on your CAT preparation journey. Thank you for